Howdy folks, welcome to Big Mook's Forge. In today's video, I'm going to go over some of the basic methods and tools we have to navigate around the H1Z1 map. We're going to make an improvised compass, and I'll show you how to use both the improvised and regular compasses. I'm also show you how to use the grid system on both in-game maps, and where to get an upgraded map. And last but not least, I'll show you how to determine your heading without a compass. When you first start out in H1Z1, finding your way around is a pain in the neck. To make things a little bit easier, we can craft an improvised compass to get us by until we can find a regular compass. To make a compass, we're going to need to scavenge two items first, a scrap of metal and a water bottle. To find the scrap metal, we're going to need to search the wrecked vehicles that are all over the map. Once we have our scrap metal, we can turn it into metal shards. If you don't have the recipe, drop the scrap metal into your Discovery tab and click Discover. Do this over and over until the scrap metal is grayed out in your inventory. This will unlock all of the recipes that use only scrap metal, and then you can craft your metal shards. Sometimes, when we find a water bottle, it'll already have water in it. What we need is purified water. If the water you have found is dirty or stagnant, we're going to have to purify it in a campfire. If the water bottle you found is empty, we're going to have to fill it up and then purify it. Check out my other guides if you need help with filling water bottles and or purifying your water. Once we have our metal shards and our purified water, we can drop these items into our Discovery tab to learn the improvised compass recipe. With the recipe, we can now craft our compass. Both compasses are automatically used from your inventory as long as you are carrying one or the other. You'll be able to see which direction you're headed at a glance by looking at the top right corner of the screen. The improvised compass will show you the four main cardinal directions. That's north, south, east, and west, and has a bulk of 25, just like the water bottle used to make it. The improvised compass can be deconstructed back into a water bottle if you need the water. The regular compass will show you all 16 cardinal directions and only has a bulk of 1. If you're carrying both, you will automatically use the better of the two. With a compass, it becomes a lot easier to use the grid system on the two in-game maps. To open your map, push the M key. Now, there's two in-game maps, the hand-drawn map that you start the game with, and the Pleasant Valley area map that can be found in-game. I generally find this map at campsites on the little white folding tables or in the chests next to those tables. Sometimes you'll find them as a surface spawn inside a wrecked vehicle. Be sure to look through the windows and the truck beds for items as well as searching the vehicle. On the top of either map, there are the letters A through J from left to right, and along the left side there are the numbers 1 through 10 from top to bottom. Now on the bottom right corner of your screen, above all your vital statistics, you're going to see position. Your position is represented by a letter accompanied by a number. If you open your map and find your letter and then go down along that line to your number, this is going to be your general position on the map. This will help you figure out where you are, and with a compass, what direction you need to go to get to where you want to be. If you've been playing for a while and you know what time of day it is on your server, you can use the sun or moon to navigate. They both rise in the east and they set in the west. Now this will work fine both early and late in the day. It's a bit tougher at noon and midnight when they are directly overhead. If you're patient and you watch shadows, you can determine which way they are moving, but this will only give you a real rough direction. You're probably better off using the next tool. There is a method of figuring out your exact heading without a compass. While it's a mite bit awkward, it's better than nothing. To use it, you hit the / key. Now this is going to open up your chat in the bottom left corner of your screen with the / already in place. And finish off the command by typing out LOC and then hit enter. When you do this, the game will give you X, Y, and Z coordinates as well as your heading. Now I'll be doing another video using the XYZ coordinates, so for our purposes today, we're only going to be looking at the value listed for heading. This number will be between 3 and -0.2999. If we were to put these numbers on a compass, 3 would be on the W, 1.5 would be on the N, 0 would be on the E, and the -1.5 would be on the S. Now it's a mite bit confusing at first, but with practice it gets easier to use. One thing that will help is to remember that all the negative numbers are on the south half of the compass. Also, when you're using this method, you're going to have to stop moving, and any keyboard strokes that you make are going to be going into the chat instead of controlling your character. Now here's a little clip of a bear eating me while I filled up my chat bar with gibberish trying to run away. Hopefully these tips will have you trotting across the map with confidence. And if so, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for coming by in Big Mook's Forge. Y'all come on back and see us.
You follow Mook.